And the differences between high and medium are so like subtle. What's the Bloods D's? Like been flipping through this back and forth. So this is currently on medium, right? If you flip through this back and forth, this is on high. This is on medium, right? So you can see kind of like in the snow here, the texture sharpness is a little higher. And then like this balcony up here on medium doesn't have like the texture, whereas here it has like the liney textures to it. But it is like, it is really, really hard. Like down here you can kind of see little changes as well behind the webcam. But it is difficult to tell. What's up, Glow? It is difficult to tell the difference between high and medium as to what it's adding. With you pointing it out. Yeah, so like if you look at like the snow line here, it's like it's a dark splotch here. And like there's no line here, but if I switch to high, you'll see the dark splotch goes away a little bit more, and then you have more detail in the snow. It's really subtle right there. And yeah, you're looking through Twitch, but it is subtle. I'm flipping around just to see if I can see like what the difference is anywhere to get an idea for it. Does the character shadow? I've noticed that, yeah. It's blocky in some places, like awfully blocky. Walk in circles. Oh, you are the light source? Oh, yeah. I was wondering about that. That makes sense. That's why that light in front of you is always there, because they just put a light source in front of you and it causes it to be always in front of you, because nothing else is actually projecting a shadow. Here it is, but if you walk like near it, that distance, the shadow goes the other way. That makes sense. I can't tell any differences. It's just like little texturing in places. It's a little sharper here. The roof texturing slightly changes. Like medium just does like everything high does, but it's just a little bit, I don't know. I can't tell the difference between the two. I mean, I can, but it's a difference that doesn't matter. Alright. Let's keep going forwards. TTS on the in-game chat? Yeah. I did see that. What's up, nukes? I have no plans on turning that on. Let's go do this dungeon that I failed like 4 times due to disconnects yesterday. Which I got done, but I couldn't like talk to the guy at the end of it. How are you finding the game? My reply to Lily was pretty much what I think about the game at now, which is it's buttered toast. Is it aesthetically pleasing? Yes. Does it hit the spot sometimes? Yes. Would I love some more meat on this damn thing? Hell yes. We need that feature for pub for global. I mean, maybe? I don't know how much we need it. You go for some of that right now? That's what I was thinking. Also, I don't know why, but the butter toast photo I found was like, you know, a censored buttered toast, which was weird. I found a picture of censored buttered toast. We have the perfect chain treat for the target audience for this game. Censored butter? Yeah. It was censored butter. Finished Diablo 4's narrative. And they censored the watermark? Maybe. Narrative, work, character, acting, VO, and cutscene direction are all outstanding. I have questions about VO, but fair enough. Like beyond what I imagined, the atmosphere and the environments are insane. Played as a rogue melee build with flurry, shadow steps was fun. The game is great. I don't really care about ARPG endgames, so I can't comment much, but as a game to pick up, play, finish, and have a good time, I'm kind of blown away. Skill builds have come together early enough so that it feels less like game starts at max level, which is usually my complaint. I went in thinking ARPGs are boring. Diablo's story presentation was always mid to me, but I guess I'll try, and walked away thinking I have to buy another bloody game in June. Rip wallet. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I could definitely see that that's more so the target audience. Well, I figured that this, by the way, this static discharge node drops an orb on the ground that you have to go pick up. I could see that being the target audience, but here's the problem. That goes against Blizzard's idea of it being a long living live service game. Because those people that play a season, play through the story, or play through the game on launch, they will not come in for the seasonal treadmill. They have no reason to. Because those types of people that come in for the seasonal treadmill, for the seasonal, like, league, are ARPG players. They're the people that want the new things to work towards. Unless they give them casual content at the end. Yeah, maybe. A bit like Lost Ark. See, I haven't played Lost Ark. I don't know how Lost Ark seasons work. Hope you're doing well, Shanks, burps. But, the season treadmill doesn't work on an ARPG for people that play casually. At least as far as I know. There might be a way to do it. But that's definitely my, like, first take or impression on the idea. Or $7 an expansion. Yeah.
Alright, let me get these incantations sorted properly.
Okay.
Would you be so kind as to light the elemental braziers?
Sure. $70 and expansions. Right.
Sparks of fire, peaks of earth, hear gales of air, hear us. Tides of water, hear us.
Okay, we're hearing. Fires are lit. He can probably see that.
Looks like some of these pages are damaged. No matter. I can infer the meaning from context.
Can you?
Are you sure that's wise?
I refuse to let caution keep me from the secrets of this book. I've come too far.
Uh-huh.
Oh, great powers of the elemental forces, guardians of the hidden gates. I call to you in the names of the divine and infernal powers that you would hear us and obey.
They're not gonna obey.
That should do it. You have to take a firm hand with these spirits.
Is that how it works?
Something is wrong.
No, really.
No.
How's this incantation working for you? Do. Okay. Game looks fun for at least to play through. Let's wait for the full release to check out the other systems and how bad good they are. Yeah. Gotcha, Lime. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think for most people, if you're looking for an ARPG, you're probably... This does feel more like a story quest kind of thing than it does an ARPG. But that's probably what they're going for. Synthesis with less management? Indeed.
I don't know what to say. I'm certain my interpolations were correct. Or at least in the spirit of the original.
Uh-huh.
All this wasted effort. Perhaps my translation of the book was incorrect. I'm going back to Kuras to study my notes again.
Alright, you go do that.
I think it's best if I leave the book with you. Consider it thanks for your help.
Okay. Cool, I get an insane corrupted book to carry around for the rest of my life. Okay. Enchantments. Assign a skill to this enchantment slot to receive passive effects. Assign a skill. Oh, okay. Absorbing crackling energy has a chance to do that. The VOD is replaced with a short-range teleport on 16-second cooldown. Chain lightning forms automatically after spending 100 mana. Okay. Is D3 a bit better? A lot of people, old D3 ones would want D2 but better. You didn't want either D2 or D3. Enjoying it? Yes. But it's also, I don't know. It's very plain. It's good in the atmosphere and the aesthetic and the music and all that stuff, but the actual ARPG elements of it are very MMO to me, which is making it way more plain than I expected in terms of its like reroll potential for me as a game. Colleagues anyway. Yeah. And it might just end up just being just that. That it becomes just a interesting time sink in between leagues. But yeah, in terms of overall game with replay value, I'm definitely not seeing a lot of it for those of us who play ARPGs. Because if you look at Epoch, if you look at Grim Dawn, if you look at Path of Exile, and you look at the skill tree, and you look at the passives, and you look at that kind of stuff, you can infer the depth right away. You can see it. This doesn't really have that. You look at the stuff and go, I understand how to build a thing almost automatically. But it's just waste time. Yeah. Exactly. It is not, it's not ARPG content for those of us who are ARPG content inclined, I would say. The depth isn't there. I think in terms of like a playthrough, having a character, having something that you work on slowly, and you know, whenever new stuff is added in and all that, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fun to still hop in and out, but it will be like that week, like 1 week, 2 week maximum that you could really squeeze out of it when you're returning. So last video, add some complexity. We gotta see. Yeah, I hear that the Paragon system adds complexity, but I'm really terrified that it's gonna be like so scaled that you're just gonna get all of it, or just, you know, we can't see the Paragon system yet in its current state, so I don't know. I keep hearing that, but until I see it in game, I hold reservations. Because if it's anything like their skill tree, it's very bare bones. But I like the aesthetic. I like the atmosphere. I like the The music, the overall style of all that. I like that, so, you know. That's something good for it, I guess. From there to be basic boost. Yeah. Exactly. Like, the uniques need to... The uniques need to be, like, your Scorch's chill enemies. So you could, you know, at least figure out a way to, like, use fucking Scorching Ray to stack chill so you can then use that to freeze enemies or something. Like, they have to, like, drastically change the game for it to feel like you're... There would be other types of builds in this game for me. Because otherwise I'm just going to build, you know, whatever I think is the most fun to play, and that's what I'm going to play. Hope you're doing well, Blood. Is it better me? Also, this mana system. It's for the birds. Like having my FPS a lot lower, were you? Okay, yeah, that's kind of what it's gonna have to be. What's up, Potato? That's the thing, is like, whatever, you know, I offline, I looked at what I had unlocked, and I went to the vendor, and like, I got a couple more legendaries. Compare this to Poe, and it's not for Poe players. Like, that's the reason I keep saying, like, when people ask me, I'm like, this is not an ARPG. Like, this is just straight up does not feel like an ARPG. In the sense of Grim Dawn, Path of Exile, Last Epoch, that is not who this game is for. Like, anyone who's gonna come into this game and that's your comparison point, it's not. It is more Guild Wars 2. It is more... Actually, Guild Wars 2 is the best example I can give for it. It does feel like it's Guild Wars 2. It has that semi-zoned instance worlds where you build up a character, you do world events, you do that kind of stuff. For use Lost Ark, yeah, I haven't played Lost Ark, so I can't use that as a reference point, but it feels very similar to me for Guild Wars 2. It is definitely more so towards the MMO crowd. But like, if you look at my uniques, right, this is, if you cast a Chorus Spell, if you crit with a Chorus Spell, you just have attack speed. This is, if you become injured, you get a defensive shield, which is interesting. Let's see how the 4-man raids that they have planned. Oh, so it literally is Guild Wars. What's up, Lone Song? Oh, this thing? Yeah, we've seen this before. The chocolate caramel donut. Attack speed is just action speed? Yeah, it's just action speed. There's no cast speed. I haven't seen anything that gives you cast speed. Everything is attacks per second. The 4-mans won't have to be humans, it sounds like. Oh, okay, so you can bring... You can do them solo, but you can bring people along? Gotcha. Kind of like Rift? It is kind of Rift-like, yeah, I can see that. So this one gives me, what is it? Becoming injured, so going on low life, I'm assuming. What's the give me more details? How do I see what injured does? What's the hotkey for that? Does anybody know the hotkey for more detail? More likely to be a follower system, I suspect? Okay. Rift's open world events system was actually pretty neat. Yeah, and Rift was one of the first ones that pioneered that. And then Guild Wars 2 did it better. Hockey's alt of 4. Under 35%? Okay, so when you go to low life, grants you unstoppable. This effect has a 24... Okay, what does unstoppable do? You can turn on. I have advanced on. Don't I? Advanced tooltips, advanced information. How do I know what this does? Yeah, that's really stupid. How do you not have like a... A button to make it, like, show you what it does? Mouse over the over? I wish that worked. Why is it highlighted? Mine show up under tooltip? Tooltip. Where's that? Where do I see that? Abilities? Materials? How the fuck do I see what press A, mouse over a skill? Right, but what's unstoppable? I don't have a skill called unstoppable. Skill assignments? How do I know what this does? There's a search bar? Can't type in here. Unstoppable. Oh my god, that's so stupid. So to see it, I have to go to my teleport, which gives me unstoppable, which then lets me read what unstoppable does. Okay, so unstoppable, which my item is giving me, have characters have all crowd control impairments removed and prevented. Good fuck, did no one think to fucking read that and figure out how to make that work better? What does unstoppable do? Ah yes, my boots give me unstoppable. Let me go to my skills, go to my teleport of the keyword search kind. Wait, where was it? Over here. And then make sure that that gives me oh my. Okay. Fair enough. That's really bad. That needs to be like a hold alt to expand kind of thing. And then this one I imprinted one of my skills to, because it was a rare pair of pants that I just imprinted to. Damaging an elite enemy grants you a barrier absorbing damage, so it's a defensive barrier. Thorn's damage has 28% chance to deal damage to all enemies around you. That one has text underneath it. Oh, that one does have text underneath it. Wait, what? You're right. Oh, weird. Huh. Oh, it's just missing from some of these. What about this one? Well, this one says when hit while healthy. I don't know what healthy is, but I assume that's max HP. Summon a magic bubble that takes damage that makes you immune, but it says what immune is. So it tells you what the other half, 80 or above. All right, can I? Yeah, so that one I can't hold anything to make that one bigger. Anyway, yeah, that's I guess polishing needs, but still. Just give me an alt. Okay, let me press the button while hovering over my item. Alright, yeah, that's. But yeah, no, this game is not to be compared to, I would say, Poe or Epoch or Grim Dawn. It's purely compared to Guild Wars, Rift, Lost Ark, those type of games. I think that's what it's going for, and I think it's succeeding in being that type of game. There was a lot of it was mad about. Oh really, Arcane? At least they thought about it. Yeah, true, it's there. Yeah, that's a lot of what this is, Lime. A lot of the Oh, once again, this thing. Dude, why is this a skill that gets me a shrine? Give me this on a unique. Maybe it is on a unique. Arcane, is it on a unique? I know you can't spoil anything, or maybe you don't even know. Missing quest item required 416. Okay, cool. But like this is so cool. Why can't I do this? You like to change stuff the code lock for list, right? You have no idea. I kind of figured you don't. But yeah, I hope that kind of stuff is like more everywhere, right? Like we get to utilize that kind of stuff. Does this cost mana? No, it just gains mana. Slay Algrirum to get the tower key. Already on the other teams locking season 1 before the game comes out. There's 0 launch feedback in season 1. Yeah, okay, that's scary in a lot of ways. I will be very curious how the seasons in this game are played out. Because I am... One's gonna be snowy. Well, they said it for a while, right? I'm just curious as to how like seasons are gonna play out because I want to see what type of player base they're trying to attract back with the seasons. That'll be very interesting to me from like an outside perspective because I don't know the target audience. Oh yeah, no, it's not a beta. That's why in my tweet I started calling it a demo. I'm just gonna call games like this nowadays just betas. I'm gonna start not calling them betas. I'm gonna start just calling them demos because that's what they are. And yeah, that's true. No doubt, no doubt. You can't wait that long. You do need to start working on it earlier. Big push for console players. Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like the tweet that Nukes just linked, and like someone like Ko and all that stuff. Can't refund Blizzard games. I just don't see those types of players being the players that come back and spend money, right? Like your casual season enjoyer, your Kos, and the folks that are like, well, I don't really care about ARPGs. I'm just gonna come back and, you know, I'm gonna play through the story, do a little pew-pew, make a wizard, and then move on to my next game. I just don't see those types of people coming back and spending money, or nor do I see those types of people like funneling the playtime into it. In France, I mean, yeah, EU countries have a way stronger refund policy. So ow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Realistically, honestly, if I had to wager a guess, I would say on release, I will be done with the content of the game, content-wise, in what, 2 weeks? If I do 7 hours a day from release forward. I'd probably say 2 weeks is about what I'd get out of it. If we're thinking forward. It seems generous. Yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit more generous, assuming there was going to be more content. But you know, I'm gonna go through the story. I'm gonna listen to the dialogue. I'm gonna 100% all the zones. I'll then, you know, try to get my character up to the top level of things, do the boss fights. So, you know, I want to say I can get 2 weeks out of it. But that's gonna be a streamer's worth of content. So, yeah. What is finding me constantly? Get it, content one. Yeah, exactly, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you can't realistically assume the game's gonna have 7 hours of content a day for months on end. There's no way.
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
Fuck this, I want a refund. Howdy yawn. So nice to see everyone. DRG hug, DRG hug, DRG hug.
Hope you're doing well. Enjoying your time. Greatly appreciate the 2 months. Hopefully it's been decent. What's their love of time-gated content? It pads out the playtime. Like, legitimately, that's all it is. It makes it so that the players will come back. Why was that necklace not showing me? While channeling your incinerate, your burning damage is increased by 25%. Yeah, once again, it's just something that just does more damage. Yep, it's a reason to keep people subbed. Yep, time-gated content's great for it. Without a doubt. Reach level 20. Where was that thing? Here. I don't want to use that. I want to use this thing. Get mana. If the game is fun, and if you just don't notice the time gates here and there, you can do time gated content. That pisses a lot of people off, yeah. And exactly, yeah. If like WoW let you just do all the raids right away without time getting any of it, people would be done in a week. They'd go through the first quest line, get to the end, finish up, and they'd be done in a week. Right tiers in 2 days? Oh, probably faster, yeah. I'm just talking about like even myself on a casual speed, I'd be done within 2 days, like a week. Wow, speed run any percent. Oh, that 10% chance is low. There we go. I just sit for several months until full release. Corporate board, almost fell asleep in the shower playing it. Yeah. I mean, like I said, man, it's a game that's not. It's definitely not. I don't know who the audience is for. Or I do know, but I don't think that's gonna work, I should say. Yeah, some of the VA work is okay, and some of the VA work is really bad. Builders and spenders, it does animate, yeah. But this is Act 1, Zone 1, so I can give it some leeway there. But I will say that you do kind of get your full spec pretty early on, so I don't know.
Ah, I see you have an eye for quality. You'll find no finer gem cutter in all of Sanctuary. Bring me your unhewn stones and I will perform miracles. You will see.
Uh-huh. Change language to Japanese.
Precious stones to catch the light. Come and see.
Okay, I can make gems, unsocket stuff, upgrade items, add a socket, okay. What do they do afterwards? I don't know, really. So what, after 25, you get another 25 points to spend on, like, the base passive skills, right? So you choose your main primary spender. You have your primary generator, so generate spender. You have your defensive spell. You have your cooldown spell. And then that's it, because that's all you can, like, realistically fit. And then from there, you just spec into, like, hitting an enemy with shock skills increases your crit by 1%. And then you just spec into this stuff, right? You just go for the passives. And that's it. Like, that's all there is. That's all passive. That's all the level points do. Like, they really don't do much from what I can tell. I mean, maybe the Paragon system is vastly different, but it seems like the skill points... The passive points themselves are really, really bare bones. Like, I know a lot of people were saying in defense of it, it's like, oh, this is just the early game, you don't know anything, it's only the first zone. You can read the tree, though. Like, nothing in this game does what Grim Dawn, Epoch, or Poe do, which is like one thing activates another thing, or there's a synergy between the two where you want to have like fire and shock on something so you deal more damage, or like that. Like, I haven't seen anything, at least for me, that makes you want to like utilize multiple things. You just go, I do shock damage, let me spec into shock things. Like, I haven't seen anything, at least on Sork, that's wants to be hybrid, or something casts something else, or like anything like that. I haven't seen any layer of complexity in terms of build design. Yeah, it's me no think, me click. And I don't know if that's the case when, you know, uniques and legendaries start going around and stuff, but Paragon board's supposed to be where that happens. Is that like, have we seen what the Paragon board is, or have people just like been told that? Because so far everyone keeps saying that that's what the Paragon board is supposed to be, but I don't know if we've seen anything that says that, because
Thank the light you're here.
there's
My boy,
videos of it,
I think he's possessed.
leak stuff,
Worry not, Peter.
some of that with the CC stuff, applying vulnerability on some things triggering based on that. Okay, I've seen a little bit. Leak stuff so no one watching it, gotcha. Your grenades count as traps and there was only a smoke grenade on the tree. Okay. So kind of you can see stuff that counts for other stuff. But then if there's only one thing that just makes smoke grenade count as a trap, maybe? So there's hints of things like that. Is that a, where do I see those again? Hold on, let me see. Where was that thing again? Do I go to him and then I go, no, I go to, wait, no, do I go to him? Upgrade, repair, no. Who did I go to again to make that happen? Him. As that flurry becomes 360 AoE and not just the frontal attack. Yeah, but that's just AoE. That's not really modifying the skill. Like, I haven't seen anything that makes my Hydra a lightning Hydra. Is this base mage class for the fantasy? Yeah, okay, so here. And then what would those be under? Allowed items. They're weapon stuff, right? What do these do? Critical hits, movement speed, unstoppable, crackling energy increases movement speed. Kick or ground sand resets leap cooldown. Movement speed. Okay, so those are all that. What do these do? This is all just more damage. Crowd control. Okay, that's not a modifiers. What about this stuff? Bone skills increase SS regeneration. Poisoned with werebore and more poison. After decomposing, spawn a corpse. We're going to be able to create a flicker strike build on rogue by resetting shadow constantly. Oh, really? Okay. So maybe there is some stuff. Again, 30 max. Chain lightning. Your golem has a chance to do stuff. Killing enemy core. Blood orbs. Lucky hits freeze. Vulnerability. Those are all the same. 15% chance to be stunned. Sever. Spawn a pool of blight. Maybe that's something that just deals damage. Distance enemies have 15% chance to be stunned for 2 seconds when they hit. You deal 30% increased damage. After swapping weapons 10 times, your next overpower is 10% overpowered. Third base on the weapon swaps. After swapping weapons, your next attack will overpower deal increased overpower damage. Weapon swap means using a melee ranged spell skill. Okay, so a little bit of something to a hybrid playstyle. Okay, like maybe. Barbarian weapon stops. That's more possible. No. Mobilize. Pulverize is now also an Earth skill. After casting Pulverize, tectonic spikes deal damage over time for 2 seconds. Okay, so there's some stuff that changes the aspect of it. What was my class? Is my class just like... Go 5 in. I came up with a super... I mean, yeah, I'm definitely seeing that. There's some, yes. Basic skill, meteor, healthy, charge bolts, freeze, but there's nothing in here that does... There's nothing in here that does any kind of change to my skills. So yeah, okay. Yeah, it's... Like I said, I think for those of us who play ARPGs, Grim Dawn, Last Epoch, Path of Exile, the character build customization is going to feel very, very basic. It's gonna feel bare bones. Unless there is some much larger, unique modifiers.
Ah, good. You look capable. I could use an extra set of hands exorcising the demon that has seized this man's son. Meet me in the cellar there, and prepare yourself. You're about to witness a miracle.
Uh-huh, so we're all gonna die. Got it.
Oh, it's colder down here than out there.
A sure sign of demonic presence.
Yeah, it's because that's... doesn't sell as many glow. You see in terms of collecting the game. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I kind of assumed that, Arcane, yeah.
Take my chalice and place it in front of the boy. I need to read through my prayer book for the right passages.
Uh-huh. He's gonna die.
Sister, I know the cathedral's normal method is to burn the person possessed.
Some of the clergy can be eager in their reading of the
No one
scriptures.
will buy it, yeah.
That won't happen here.
Oh, praise be.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like this kind of stuff very much feels like Guild Wars
Father
questing.
Inarius, as I shed
Or
my
just
wicked
MMO
blood,
questing in general.
Let it be purified in thy light. Let the light feel the darkness.
Pathetic. This child belongs to me.
Uh-huh.
Angels above! My son!
Let the light push out the darkness hiding within this child. Father, force this demon out.
Uh-huh.
Your mewling has no power here.
Oh.
Never. I will never let go. His soul is mine.
Uh-huh.
Father,
Meowing.
this
Your
child
meowing has
with
no
your
power, you
grace.
know. Meow.
I command you to flee this body.
Flee this land.
No. No. I will shatter your...
It is done.
Uh-huh.
Vata, my boy, can you hear me?
It's like watching someone do World Quest in an
Please,
MMO.
say
Yeah.
something.
Father? Where am I?
And that's maybe true, Stank. Yeah, that's maybe true. If they went the complexity route, there wouldn't be a player base for it.
Thank you, sister.
Because they don't want that.
You're welcome. I'm sure I will see you at the next service, yes, Peter? Right in the front pew?
Yeah, of course, sister, of course.
Let us give them a moment. Speak to me outside.
There's so much downtime. Like, it's definitely padded with all this side quest in terms of like how much playtime you're gonna get out of this game.
You did well. You're more suited to this work than you think. There are many more people in Kyovoshad who are in need of me. If you have the time, I would welcome your assistance.
Oh. Friends and I all said it'd be cool back in 2005 coming back in WoW. Yeah. I mean, it is World of Diablo. It is Diablo Wars. It's what it feels like. It feels like I'm playing those games. It definitely feels like I'm playing more MMO style gaming. Depending on how the market evolves. I mean, yeah, of course. Sweaty crowd that generates more money. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, young me would have probably been way more, happy about this, because it is simpler. It is easier. You click things and monsters die, you know, the basic idea is there. Uh-huh.
Sweet is the blood of the Lamb.
Okay. Games to play with other people. True. And yeah, I think your feeling of this game might be very different if you did have a group to play with. I mean, fair enough, Glow, yeah. I don't know. Am I, like... I'm just in two worlds about the game.
A grim place, judging by how much blood is on this axe. I confess, I'm eager to leave this place. I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. Now to get this thing back to Ministad and collect my due. Thank you for your help.
Huh? Game becoming mainstream means? I mean, yeah, that's true. Didn't look stuff up, right? It is true. Yeah, I mean, basically, I think Stanko, that's how I'm looking at the game. When it comes out in June, it will be fun to play through it, see what it's about, see the stuff as it happens. And then I will be excited to go to ExileCon and hear about the future of ARPGs. You know, it's...
May the daughter of hatred take you!
Did that chest just yell at me? I mean, true, Lime, yeah. Have you seen anything interesting? No, I haven't seen anything cool yet. Maybe I'm just waiting to fight a boss that actually has some kind of cool mechanics to it. So far, everything so far has been in terms of monster design very generic demons. But Act 1, so you know. Didn't care. That's true for your first playthrough of PoE. Oh yeah, definitely. You can get to maps without spending a dime. Hell, you can get further in maps without spending a dime. Things without spending a thing? Yeah. Morning next league. Get the last core packs here? Hell yeah. Entire game drives you to buy the first blood pack? Right. First league? I would assume PoE 2 will be just 3 months league launch and then we'll move on to the next league like they always do. I don't see any reason for 4.0 not to become 4.1 3 months down the road. $500 to float. Another player. Nice. Copy pastas is known everywhere. Okay. I used to be 100% free. Even in back in the day, stash tabs were something you purchased. I remember very early on spending money in PoE. Was it Blurs? You didn't have to, but man, was it better to have them. And I still have friends who play without a map tab. This is about the new league. Alright, how we doing? Oh, I'm enjoying it. Aesthetics are cool. Yeah, aesthetics are cool. Music is cool. Everything else is kind of just basic bitch. Not saying it's bad, but you know, if you have a chai tea latte every day, I think it loses some of the luster. Oh, they did Arcane, yeah. Zap, 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 zap. I might just feel so flaccid. Liking it. Basic bitch. You know. It's buttered toast. Some days it hits the spot, other days it's just buttered toast. Yeah, it's basic. Another class? Nah, I wanna like do everything I can do on the world map just to see like the different stuff. I don't really have any interest in trying another class. The only class I'm interested in is like Druid and Necro. I don't really care about the Ranger and I don't care about the Barb at the moment. It is an MMO. Yeah, that's what I've been saying the whole time, Hans, is like, this is Guild Wars 2 with the Diablo skin on it. Or, it's not an ARPG. Gonna get hyped for it? I find it hard. I think it's gonna be a good game to play through and enjoy for the content in June. But it's not a game for ARPG lovers. No, not at all. Like, I'm 100% saying it's not. If you're looking for a deep ARPG, go play Grim Dawn, go play Last Epoch, go play Path of Exile. Diablo is not your game. But if you're looking for a romp with some stuff and things you're killing and having a, you know, decently good time doing it, maybe doing some world events with friends. Yeah, as far as we can tell for now, fair enough. It is completely possible that we get a very different feeling of the game when it comes to endgame. Because right now we are in Act 1, and what we can see from the stuff you can see in the codex, from the items that are dropping, from the way the things are on the skill tree, there is no layers of complexity. If there is layers of complexity that unlock once you get the Paragon tree out, once we get uniques out, once we get those things out, if there is layers of complexity that come from those things being unlocked, then yes, fair enough. I 100% I'm down. Like, that's gonna be awesome. But as it currently sits, I do not see those layers anywhere. I do not see signs of those layers anywhere. There's a couple skills that, you know, change one thing to another, but I've yet to see anything that modifies the elements of my sorcery skills to another element. Or makes my chills do scorch, or makes my shocks and crackling lances do damage over time in the sense that they're fire damage. There won't be much complexity. Yeah. Like I said, we'll see. At this point, I can only judge it off of. Have you seen any uniques? Yeah, I've got 5 on, and I got 1 in my inventory. I've seen a lot of uniques, or legendaries. I think that's the highest that they go to. That's not uniques. It's not. There's uniques. They're another tier? Ah, okay. Wait, have we seen any of those then yet? Are they like actually unique? What or do they just not exist yet? They don't appear. Okay, so there might be something there then. Like I said, it's possible that there is a lot more to the game, complexity-wise, that we just don't know about yet. But as it currently sits, I can only judge it off of what I'm seeing. There'll be some more, right? And realistically, it doesn't need to be like super complex, but I also kind of would like a reason to reroll. And one of the things I'm seeing right now is I have yet to see a reason that I would make more than 1 character. But we'll see. You don't get that? In what way? There's a ton of replayability here. It depends on how the game is structured, Arcane, and that's what I'm getting at. If the game is structured like Guild Wars 2, where you have to fill up the zones and get all the unlocks and all that stuff, and then, you know, do it again on another character, I'm not gonna reroll, right? If it's something where I can do them all on one character, and then the zones and like stuff is like unlocked for the rest of my characters, then it's fine. I'm more likely to reroll. And then also, if enter adventure mode, I mean, true. And then if also there isn't, like, if the builds are built off of this type of tree, I'm not really interested in re-rolling something unless I find, like, look at a skill and think it's more fun to play than what I'm currently playing. Because it's gonna do the same thing. Part of the reasons I re-roll in games, especially Path of Exile, is because I see a weird interaction that I don't know how it's gonna work, and I want to go try it out. If I can look at the tree and go, ah, these things add shock, these things do shock, this thing does damage to things that are shocked, there's not really a reason for me to re-roll, because it doesn't have that excitement of, well, how do I make this work? Yeah, exactly what Lime is saying. So, if there isn't a layer of complexity to some kind of interaction being added in that I don't know right off the bat how it works, then I don't need to re-roll. Dude, I looked at it as an adult just to make sure it was still charged. But that's the thing, is like, I having put your chin. No. I mean, maybe she will. I don't know. But it's yeah. That's the thing. Is like for me to re-roll in a game like this, I need to see mechanically that there's something. What is going on? There is mechanically something different to what I'm doing in the thing that I'm re-rolling to, and if there isn't, I don't have a reason to re-roll. I'm just gonna clear the content, get my rewards, and then get out. Oh, those things trap you. Okay. Not gonna reroll the same class. Right, okay. And that makes sense, fair enough. This is an annoying fight. Oh, stop it. So yeah. Only had you unstoppable. I do, actually. It just procs at a weird time. That doesn't end in addition. I don't know why. I'll play X cost instead of Y. So wait, are seasons going to require you to redo the entire map again to get those unlocks? 'Cause that's gonna feel really, really brutal. Yeah, because I just thought about that when you said that. That'd be insanely painful.
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
Dr. Ive, who the heck is this guy?
Yeah. This is Scotty. Thank you so much for the 33 months. Appreciated. Read. Suck. Killed 30 monsters in 5 seconds. Yeah, exactly, Lime. Like, build a neighbor or something that makes it something interesting, and then you re-roll. But depending on how much time it takes to like juice out a character, you know, clear out the map, clear out the campaign, all that stuff, you just might not want to ever re-roll, and that means the content you're doing has to be fun enough that you stay on the same character. And then the other question with that becomes, I hope they don't make us do all the map again every season. That would be really bad. Have some build LP catch up mechanic, right? How's the game so far? It's alright. It's buttered toast. It's obvious they won't do that. But then, how do you do seasons? I guess you just give the unlocks forward or something? What is going on in this fight? I have not been looking at all. Adventure mode tournament levels? Yeah, maybe. Okay. Top of that, like added new dungeons, new altars and such? Yeah. You liked each of them so far? Yeah, fair enough. Have to go around it? Yeah. Because there's so much stuff, right? You got the 7 waypoints, the 3 strongholds or whatever those are, 35 side quests, 77 like minor objectives, 4 gates, and like all that. Like there's so much stuff per zone to go through. And just the Fractured Peaks, that redoing this every season would just be insane. Like there's no way that that's gonna be the case. That's just like, that would be absurdity if they tried to make that happen. Where am I going? This way. How generic many feel? Like the boss rooms seem to be the same layout so far, giving me Dragon Age 2 vibes, which is bad. Oh really? That's not good to hear. Yeah, they'll figure something out, but it's definitely difficult. Like, how bad the map will be? No, we don't know anything about it. I don't think. Map's giga fucking huge. Well, they give you a mount, so I guess that's why. We know that much. It requires a mount to not feel awful, which tells you something already. Reset one season instead of all of them. I mean, maybe, yeah. That's a story, like a story element resets or something. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Did you go higher level? I don't know. It doesn't feel like it. With the RuneScape things at it. I mean, in a weird way, yeah, I could almost enjoy the idea of like a RuneScape style thing where they instead of like refreshing the map, they just add things to it, make the map bigger, add a zone, add an area, just do stuff to it, so that instead of like resetting your baseline story progress, you do the next content thing. Like Genshin Impact? Yeah, kind of like Genshin.
What is this?
Like, realistically, I could see that working better than, like, remaking me do this campaign. Because I don't think...
Wouldn't have made it without you.
I don't think the casual player base will want to redo the campaign, let alone myself. Rotate some out, yeah. As filler, yep. But yeah, I could see that working better for them to do that kind of thing than trying to reset the world every 3 months or whatever it. It's very possible, Nukes, that the casual players base doesn't even come back for them. It is genuinely something I'm curious about, if the seasons will draw in any kind of casual player base. Campaigns wise. At this point, I hope they wouldn't. But I mean, in the past, it's not something they've strayed away from, but yeah. Once the seasons are really far apart.
There's something strange going on here.
Strange.
Nerel must be nearby.
Okay, in we go. Like mini WoW expansions? Yeah, okay. So I would assume it's added zones to the main map then. Because then that way it does feel like it's worth going through and finishing the zones, finishing the stuff, so you get all the unlocks. Now that you've seen a lot of it, I like the graphics. I think medium and high have no actual difference in terms of their graphical fidelity. I can tell the differences because I'm staring at them very dark, like looking at it. But I like it as it is. The lighting needs work, the animations need work, the you know, finer details need a little bit of work, but overall in terms of like graphical styling, I like this way more than D3. I think in that sense this is definitely an improvement. The character being a walking lantern is very weird. Yes, I will agree to that. That is, it doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense, but I guess that's just because of a gameplay design choice. You can't really have the character not in some way. Yeah, it serves the design purpose, yeah. But it's kind of weird how the character, like, at least give me like a lantern that's hanging off my belt, because you can see that there's a light source right in front of me. Yeah, you couldn't see yourself, right. And I get that, It deserves the design point. The light radius thing has always been there. But yeah, I think for the most part, like you're saying, Lime, I think everyone's pretty much in agreement that, you know, we have the fears from the co-op video, but in terms of what we're seeing now, no, this is definitely a return to form. This is definitely a way to showcase that this is a grim, dark world, and, you know, that's exactly what people are looking for. Yeah, just coming up with just make it so that the character has a light source on them. It would feel a lot better than just a random magical glow, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you had a lantern on your belt that was making this glow happen, it would just instantly take away, like, oh, that's why there's a glow around me. That makes sense. Having my character just glow like I have a fucking incandescent bulb up my ass doesn't really make sense, and it's really weird as a result of that. This is fine. So just, you know, a little touch like that would be very easy to fake implement. Just give me a belt with the lantern on it. Just aesthetically talking. Remove bulb from ass, yes. Oh, okay, that just makes me go down. One of those minor elements. But yeah, it's just those little things, you know. When I think AAA game, I usually kind of think that those things are going to be covered, right? That you're going to have all those little things in place that make it feel... I hated it day one, Arcane. And like I remember the first time I walked into Wimshire and I was like the cow level, I was like, this game is shit.
The portal will lead you through this crude trap.
It felt so cartoony when it like came out. I was like, what is this game? that was day one for me. The Highlands in the preview? Yeah.
Relax. No harm will come to you here.
Everyone puts on MTX that makes them glow. Hell yeah, dude. I got that RGB going on. This, however, this, like I said, if I had a lantern right here that was casting this glow, this would look so good as a scene. Because it's like walking into this town, this feels like you're walking into Tristram in hell, right? Like you got the rundown buildings, you got little light sources here and there, you got whatever fucking ooze blob this is. I think this artwork requires much more work than D3 does. Probably. D3 to me felt like WoW. Like it was just like WoW assets pasted into a world. Yeah, it's very cartoony, but this feels like you're in, well, you're in what appears to be Tristram, and it is a vision of Tristram. Oh, okay. So yes, when I say it feels like Tristram, I'm actually in Tristram. So yeah, the graphics work pretty well for that. D2 and 2.5, the full 3D, more real graphics, where the tech was probably not good enough, maybe, yeah. That's the Blizzard art style? Yeah, that art style can go fuck itself. I hated that art style for Diablo. It didn't work. Modern tech. Is D3 on console too? Yeah, it was a big console seller. Couch co-op was like massive for that game. Right, Arcane, gotcha. But yeah, like like these art assets, like this is so much better. Like look at this. Like this is exactly what I was talking about when we were like zooming. Like these look like weird living corpses that are like impaled by things, and like this looks dark and archaic, right? This kind of stuff. It looks so much better than like, well, yeah, like score. It's Deckard Cain. Wait, that would be Deckard Cain, wouldn't it? Because he's the one. Weird.
Who are you?
An admirer of sorts. I saved you in the mountains.
Oh, shit, it's this dude.
You'd lost your horse and crawled into that cave. Would have frozen to death if not for me.
Why are you helping me?
Oh, it's very simple. You want to stop Lilith, and I want you to succeed. But you'll never do that by following the Horadrim.
Like in other games? Oh yeah, it's like a straight zoom in.
Their path always ends in fire and death.
Why are we seeing a vision of... Wait, so this is...
Seen enough. Open the door.
So this is where Cain was. That's where the blacksmith's gonna be up there. That's... So up here should be like Geed's house over there, but they don't let you go to it. Where's the doggy talking? Good question. Geed and Wart, yeah, right. They would be up there. These are way more like, yeah, exactly what you'd expect from this world. Definitely art style wise, this feels so much better. It has that. Look at this dude. Okay, my My screen clipping at the top left is a little weird, but, you know, I'll excuse it that. No one walks up to this corner. It helps nostalgia. Yeah, true. The corner just disappears.
Why are you telling me all this?
To warn you, a day will come when the Horadrim stumble. Don't be there when they do.
I guess this is like Anarius or something talking to me in wolf form.
The portal will lead you to that little girl you're looking for.
There's no skybox here? Yeah. Just ends. There's not even like, it literally is just the dark edge of the void. What the hell? Weird. Right side too? Oh yeah, you're right. Both sides have it. It's just a square. It's almost like I'm not supposed to see that far. But no, because I'm gonna, it's behind the minimap there, and it's behind the, yeah, weird. What is this place?
Tristram, the Horadrim of old imprisoned Diablo, the Lord of Terror beneath the earth. And then they built this town nearby.
What the hell?
You can see how that turned out.
Okay.
I like the world the way it was, without Lilith. Her little game of rebellion will only lead to chaos. You've already seen visions of the damage she can do.
Ooh,
Yes,
no.
I know you were fed her blood. Do you feel it changing you? Perhaps not yet. But as long as Lilith walks in your world, it is only a matter of time.
It's either like Anarius hiding for some reason. It's not cool. I don't think it could be Diablo. He wouldn't do it this way. I wonder who this dog is.
Back in the Haradrim's illusion.
Weird. I wonder who the dog is. Or if it's just some random note thing we don't know. Hello.
I think I've lost my way. The same thing happened to my mother and me earlier on. The trail to the vault ends here, so it should be somewhere around in these woods.
Uh-huh. I love how I'm just in like a tank top with a little hat on in the middle of a blizzard. I don't care. Yeah, it's more Mephisto style. Something like that.
Someone toying with us.
It's not, it's...
Now this. What's that supposed to be?
It feels like it's one of the other lords. Lords of... The Lord of Terror and stuff like that wouldn't talk like that, I don't know. Prime's dead? Belial? No, the Primes got unleashed when the Black Soulstone died. Because wasn't that killed by... What's his name? Mathael? Well, or destroyed by Mathael? Those trees have a backside.
I see.
Don't make me turn this camera around.
Different now.
Some of them have to, because you see them from this angle.
We must be close.
Destroyed, yeah. It was merged with him. I thought it was destroyed. And then... I don't remember. Mephisto? It could be Mephisto. Mephisto would make sense. Mephisto would be someone who would help you, but also backstab you. And also, he does love laughing. Was absorbed by him in the fight? Right, but you kill him then. You kill Death. Which would make him break and release it all. Yeah. I know, Arcane, I know.
Not what I expected. But let's not give up hope. All we need is one book, one spell, to help us cross the Black Lake and stop Lilith.
I have no idea about Diablo lore, don't worry about it. It's a weird lore in all its complexities.
Sealed shut. What of the passage over there?
Mom spaghetti. What of this passage? It's open. Who could have guessed? Ma'am, why do you have a face? Play through the whole franchise. Well, I've already played through D3. Play through D1. Oh boy. Problem is, it's a month into Pro League, so I don't know if I really want to deviate. It's just easier to watch the videos on stream. Have a book.
I think it's written in Horadric code.
And yeah, D1 doesn't hold up.
The same symbol on the door. I have an idea. You might want to take a step back.
Yeah.
Chespith Chut.
You think it does hold up? Why'd you ask me to take a step back from that?
Let's keep on.
I want a game to tell me to take a step back and then have the door actually blow up and kill me. Like, for once, if you're gonna tell me to take a step back, just have the door kill me when I don't step back. Those games that do that, I don't remember any. Oh yeah, D1 is really short.
Wait for me.
That is true, that is true. Donan brought a book of his visits. The writing's ancient, a scroll from Vigiera. Lorath will not be pleased. But if I'm to fight by his side one day, I need to study everything. Lorath is wise, but he's cautious. I'll prove myself to him yet. Gameplay is just wrong side of clunky. Oh, right. You murder, do it. Do it. If you tell me to take a step back and I don't, I want that door to blow up in my face. Absolutely obliterate me. Maybe a little spillover. Oh, I could probably do it in a stream. It is short. I remember Crypt playing through it in like 4 hours.
Should be easy enough to break it again. But why would someone use it here?
One way to find out.
Of course. We can't let anything stop our pursuit of Lilith. I'll open the door, and if we split up, we'll work faster that way.
Only if you stay on this side of the door.
Fine.
What am I looking for?
Don't you know? A book, a
Newton
scroll,
too.
or
No,
anything
I was
that will
quick
help
about
us
it.
cross the Black Lake.
Okay, so I'm gonna go this way and look for something.
Chespith Chut.
Oh, it's right on this side. Study. I think another thing that kind of takes away, this is just very nitpicking here, but having the character like override the light sources kind of feels odd. Like, the atmosphere goes away when you walk into the room. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you look at this, it's like, oh, I'm walking into a really, like, crazy, dark, red room that looks really sick. And then you walk in, and your character turns everything to yellow. Right? Everything is just now, like, piss yellow, and you have a little bit of red in places. I think if the environmental light effects that were brighter than your character, which they are in these places, took priority, I think it would be better at making the game's mood stay consistent.
Demons.
Demons. Is that what my character's voice line was? Demons. Really? Girl, I don't know if you know this, but we've been fighting them all day. Also, you have no mana. Yeah, little stuff like that, right? It goes a long way when you push it to its absolute limits. Simulator? Oh, it definitely feels like that, yeah. The mana system is shit. I hope Druid has Hurricane and then you don't have to worry about mana. Or pass through with the colors of the world. They probably should be able to Arcane, because I mean, it does seem like the lighting system that they're using is pretty robust. So I don't see why that would be a problem for them. Because, like, look at this. Very cool, like, red forge looking thing. That I'm like, oh wow, that, you know, that looks pretty sick. I walk by it, I just override almost all of it, and there's just like a yellow hue and a little bit of red. Like, let it stay red. Does it have RTX? I don't know. I don't think so. It's got HDR. Yeah, it should turn my character like a hue of red. That would be cool. It's little things like that that, you know, when you really start looking at it, you start noticing. You're like, wait a second. It would be cooler if I wasn't overriding this color scheme here. Or so, like real time. Yeah, it would. It would also make the game run at like 2 FPS. What is this? Okay.
You won't take my master's book.
Your book? I don't want your book. Maybe I do. Oh, I'm probably, yeah. I'm assuming that that's the case. Arcane, yeah. Stuff that's been looked at and thought about. Oh, is next weekend, do we get another class? I think we're supposed to have all of them on a release, right? The Necro and the Druid will be on release. Do you want to have doors in the game? No. Remove the doors, improve the lighting system. As a Path of Exile player, I'm allergic to doors. Unless they're long neck. Oh, they're both next week? Oh, okay. Well, I'm taking Saturday off because I have to go do passport stuff. But I guess Friday and Sunday we can check out Druid or Necro. Because I'm curious. And combat feels so basic. Yeah, combat is very, very basic. It's the 2 open slots on your bar. Yeah. I'm not even trying to avoid the mechanics. I don't need to.
Why was a demon guarding that book? I should take this back to Neyrel.
Okay. Yo. Yeah, Barry's a bit too strong. It is a bit too strong. And yeah, like the reason I have, you know, spare space on my bar is because the next ones were like ball lightning, which is I don't want to spend any mana on anything else, and then I don't have an ult yet, so I only got these skills. I've got the skills I've got.
Than me. Interesting. This ledger was written by the Haradrim. This is chronicling spells and theories created by Rathma, the first necromancer.
That's not what we are looking for.
No. But it can still work. There must be a spell in this book we can use to bring my mother back. She knows the ritual to cross the Black Lake.
Oh, that's gonna go
Are you
real
sure
fucking
this
well.
is a good idea.
It's all we have. My mother will help us through. Meet me down there.
Uh-huh. Good old necromancy. Good old necromancy. What can go wrong? I mean, realistically, the funny thing is, like, if you're playing through the campaign and you play that section through as a necromancer, won't you be like, oh, I could do that already? Like, yeah, hold up, hold up. Alright, cool, mom's back. What's going on? Can you help us cross this lake or not? You got the deets? Rank with all conjuring spells, all fire defense spells. Okay. Defense skills. Resistance all. What are those? Conjuring spells? Oh, okay, so that's lightning spear. Conjuring and core. Okay. +1 rank Hydra. I find the +1 ranks to be so bleh. They don't do anything fancy. In like Epoch, when you get a +1 rank, it actually gives you the ability to like use 21 points on the passive tree. This is just like you get base 5 lightning damage. Like, alright, cool, thanks, I guess. +1 charge bolts and fireballs. I don't know. Oh, is there a visual bug? You know you have a spare point? Oh, okay. It is nice that it gives you the skill without speccing into it. It's a benefit to it, yeah. Rank 1 fireball. I don't care. I mean, I like the armor, but I don't want to remake my legendary pants. +1 to teleport, frost nova, max evasion charges. Critical strike chance. Critical strike chance. Critical strike damage, max life, double resistances. Old damage crits. Yep. 5 crit. Okay, better than that one. Sure, swap those two around. Lightning damage plus 2%. All mastery skills. So those were these. Does it give it to the... Is it only the skills or is it all things? Let's find out. It's just the skills, okay. Alright, defensive conjuring skills, damage reductions, conjuring defense skills. Alright, so that's all the same. Cool.
What will it be?
Okay, now I gotta get rid of all this stuff because I don't care about the weird stuff that they gave me as items that I... The Forgotten Codex and all the quest
Father bless.
ones can go away. There's that one. A terrible plate. Well, it's terrible. Sweet. Glad I got one of those. Go over here.
No witchcraft here. Only honest magics.
And we can extract thorns damage. And incinerate extraction. Okay. That's something I didn't check. Let me see if this... So if I go to stash... And I stash some stuff. Go to the shower potato. So if I stash... Like so... And I go to the jewelers, does it let me craft out of my stash, or is it gonna be like, no, you didn't bring the jewels to me. Get fucked, boy. Okay, you have to bring them
May
to
the
him.
light keep you.
Quality of life for that is not there, fair enough. Alright, so I can go, what, this way or that way? Let's warp down here. Do that. I can't mark that, okay. Oh, dude. % beyond the skill max. Oh, really? Okay. I haven't looked. What's up, son? I'm doing well. It could be a cool skill inventor if it did something different, yes. And that goes back to that point I was talking about earlier, you know, the idea of like if you get enough, you know, cool uniques or some kind of thing where like if you get like +2 levels to the skill and you have a level 7 of it, then you get an additional chain or it forks on hit or some kind of, you know, system that makes it different, then you have the ability to, it's more likely that if you find some cool gear, you'll re-roll and want to do some kind of more interesting thing with it. So yeah, like it would definitely be beneficial if that were the case, but don't know. That sounds like the Tristan theme redone. Okay. Go this way. Yeah, like some of the woke gyms do. Yeah, when you get them to level, you know, the higher levels, they boost up. Stronghold nearby, Malnock. Okay.
The wind's grown too cutting, even for these parts.
Okay.
What unholy energies are flowing into this creature? I must end the ritual.
I seem to be out of mana. And mana regeneration is just awful feeling. That is something that I desperately need to work on. As woke gyms I suck on. Oh, I'm sure we'll get something. Yeah, they have stuff on the line. Because everyone wants to be fair on the Magellum. Franchise GM wants the Mage Fantasy to be true. Drop a house here. Oh, really? Let's say. Yeah, I can tell you which one I prefer more. I hate holding down left click waiting for my orb to charge. No, I know you can. If you go the cold one, it gives you more mana on shield target. It's unique from Pasture Peaks. Oh no, I know how to solve the mana. You know how it is? You wait till the release, and you wait for the spec that comes out that uses the least mana, and you spec into that. You run around being a badass mage. So Hydro? Yeah, basically. Like, the reality is that's what's gonna happen. Like, most people will look at it and go, man, I wish I had mana, didn't have these mana problems. What spec doesn't use this much mana? And that's probably gonna be the strongest spec anyway. Given the fact that it's, usually how those things work out. Do. No one will note. Well, probably a good idea. Casting the cool spell for seconds for 3 times and then holding down left click for the rest of the fight is kind of boring. I mean, it's honestly the reason I'm specting the Crackling Orb right now is because Crackling Orb also gives me mana back. Like these little orbs, when I pick them up, it's giving me 12 mana an orb. Here doesn't feel anybody. I heard Barb feels way, way better once you get like into the 20s and you like have a way better way of doing stuff, is what I keep seeing on Twitter about it. Interplay options? A little bit more stuff going on. Is it cool to cast 10 fireballs for 1k or for 3? 10 fireballs for 1k. 100%. Because it's the thing you're speccing into. It's the core skill you want to use. It feels like it's weird to then have to cast this like pew pew thing when you're wanting to be a lightning sork, you know? If you're speccing into being a frozen orb sork, you want to be a frozen orb sork. Gameplay, I agree, from fantasy. No, because even then, I would like, it would be very weird if I was watching like a movie, right? And, you know, when you're watching Star Wars, right? And Palpatine's doing his like unlimited power, and then he runs out. He goes, "Oh shit, hold on, I need to do static friction on you 5 times," and then go unlimited power. Oh shit, unlimited. Like, you know, it's I think it, in terms of like for me, it should be that you're doing the thing you're speccing into. This guy's at a satisfying R. That's because then you could justify the mana issues. Yeah, maybe. Maybe if it was like way, you know, more girthy, but yeah, for me personally, I just want to use the skill I'm spec'd into. If it means I have to cast it 10 times to kill stuff with it, I don't give a shit. I just don't want to stutter step with my left click. I want to stutter step with my right click. And yeah, the fact that the generators look like the same generator 6 times, like 4 times over with different reskins of color is the other problem. Like, I thought when I spec'd into this early version here, this was gonna be Spark. But it's not. It's like a puny little lightning bolt. Right? Like, it's not a cool variant of the skill. It's a basic pew. Why am I playing again? Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It makes him different feeling. But at the same time, from the casual Andy perspective, are they going to notice that? Are they going to make both the mage and a rogue and play enough that they're going to be like, oh wait, these feel the same? Or are they going to go, I want to throw claptraps on the ground, or I want to spin around like a barbarian, or I want to cast unlimited power? Is that what they're going to be more interested in, or the fact that they all right-click to kill things? Which, you know, realistically, they do all right-click to kill things. So, you know, it's the
storm is ended.
It's that like middle ground of like, all right, well, how do we look at it? It's definitely a tightrope to walk on, no doubt. I know from like my gameplay feeling perspective, I feel like this is not exactly how I'd want it to feel. Is this thing dangerous? I don't know. It is auto attack stuff, the mana regen attacks. Ah, okay. Ow. I also feel like the attack speed of things that you're fighting, like here, the attack speed of this guy is, his rhythm is faster than your dodge, which is kind of weird. Like, I feel like if I'm trying to play like a mobility spec, I have to have 2 mobility skills. Yeah, like, I didn't have a movement skill there to get away from that. I was just gonna get hit. There was nothing I was gonna be able to do about that.
It is done.
Fuck off. Yeah, that was a weird feeling fight, because I didn't have enough kit to get away from him. Even with 2 mobility skills, that felt completely unfair against me. I was gonna be surprised if he died to this boss. Oh, really? It's telegraphing attacks, but not giving you time to react to them, especially the fucking world boss. Why does he have a one-shot auto attack? Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, that felt really weird because, like, the attacks were telegraphed, but they were telegraphed on a 4-second window, and my ability to dodge them is on a 5-second window. So you can only dodge every other attack, which doesn't make sense. Why even telegraph it then? Stronghold conquered. Oh, weird. Okay. You have conquered a stronghold. So this now becomes like a hub? Huh. Alright. I see. Hey. Brother hub? Indeed. All the people.
Many fine pieces.
You
Rare
do?
and beautiful.
No. Living plants still don't have them? What the hell?
Don't let the cold bite you too hard.
Okay. That's a lot of damage. What does this do again? Nothing? Cool. Those bits. Even more damage than the way. Good damage. What do you do? All stats, coast damage. I'm enjoying it. It's buttered toast. Is the best way I can say it. I enjoy it for what it is. And beyond that, it is nothing too fancy.
There's armor in the peaks.
Oh, but you don't get a waypoint to this. Oh, weird. Okay. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, exactly. You enjoy it, but there isn't much to enjoy. It's... Would I rather have a giant sub sandwich with all the fixings? Yes. Am I still happy with the buttered toast? I guess. Oh, no, I've been comparing it to Guild Wars 2 the entire time. I haven't played Lost Ark, but I've been comparing it to Guild Wars 2 the entire time. Because that's what it is. It's not an ARPG. It's Guild Wars 2. It's an MMO.
What is this? What is this?
What is this? What is this? My character is very confused about the existence of things. But yeah. Leveling feels incredibly similar? Okay, yeah. I knocked a memory loose. Well, I didn't swing that hard. I found this.
An ambush? Damn these beasts!
Okay.
This was Namran's chain. Thank you.
Oh, like 22?
For returning it.
Okay. It's not like an off-the-cuff comparison. It's a goal. Gotcha. Goals is to live in the same space as WoW. It's not gonna do that. I don't think. I've heard Barb is really bad until you get into the 20s. In comparison to like what Sork is. Same space as WoW, huh? I just don't see how it does that. What? I'm confused. Didn't I just put... What?
Until spring.
Oh, I see. So it works this way. So they don't go in your compodium, you get it as an actual thing. Oh, that sucks, Mars. To put on your gear, and then that makes just whatever you're using.
Ah, good fortune that is.
Ah, okay, so this is how these work. I see. They give you a rent, okay. Ah, okay. Can you remove one? You can destroy the item to remove it, yeah. If you don't need the item anymore, you can just rip it out, put a new one in its place. Okay. Okay, yeah, we'll come back to all the side quests after we finish this off. Your portal has closed once you leave town. Right. It's gonna be kind of weird if you finish Act 1, your build is basically like locked in for its base setups, and all you're doing is just getting passes from there on out. It's gonna feel odd for the rest of the game. I'm assuming what, at 4 acts again? If I had to wager a guess. Is he like level 25 or some shit? 45 or some shit? What? How's that? Yeah, wait, what? How could that possibly be?
State your business.
Reverend Mother Prava expects...
Oh, it's at 3 acts?
Open the gates.
Huh. Maybe there's more? I don't know. Odd. No, it's still 25.
You were good soldiers. Worked hard. Fought hard. Drank hard too.
Who's this guy?
Brothers.
Oh, Vigo?
Sisters.
I don't know who that is.
I hope you find peace in these flames.
Vigo, what are you doing here?
So you lived. I came clean to Prava. About taking that woman's bribe.
Guy from before you killed the mom.
My ass is on the line.
Oh!
Might not have a job when she's done with me. Hey,
You're here for her, right? Let's go together. Maybe she'll go easy on me if you're there.
Okay. Right, the guy who let them in. Oh, interesting. Here they do take out your light source. Look, I don't have a light source on me, so they do it in some areas. So they are aware that overriding the light source with the thematic sort light with your light source is bad. So maybe it just needs refinement in some areas, because yeah, here they take out your light source. And then you're lit only by the lanterns. Like it's not an instance. Oh, maybe. Maybe because this is like a specific zone? Interesting. Yeah, because here's my light source, it's back on. But then when I walk in here, it turns off. And I'm lit by only the lanterns. Here it's on again. So it is turning on and off and being overridden by the environmental stuff. Maybe it just needs to be fixed for some stuff.
Bear your sins.
Maybe it just needs to be fixed by some of the zones. Because yeah, there it turns off and here it turns on. You can see it. Boop. Boop. Yeah, so it is, they do have the override technology.
She's expecting us.
Has to be fixed by launch. Okay, because yeah, this is definitely, it is working in this zone. The thing I was talking about in this that dungeon is working here. So it just needs to be like coded that light overrides that light or something.
Have the new watch commander replace the forces we lost at the mine. So, you've returned. Vigo here tells me you were braver than he.
Easily stuff QA reports. Gotcha. Okay. I need a blessing.
First, you will be made worthy of a blessing. A holy war cannot be won with faithless troops. Make no mistake, this war is holy.
Gotcha,
Lilith
okay.
has brought the eternal conflict to Sanctuary, and Inarius will deliver us as writ in prophecy. Until then, we have our parts to play.
Huh?
Make a pilgrimage to the Alabaster Monastery. Cleanse your spirit. Then we may
Long
discuss
list before
a
lighting.
blessing.
Maybe. Depends on who's working on what.
May as well make myself useful. Come by the ruins, south of here.
Okay. Do. Where am I going? The ruins of the south. Can't do this in this area. Ba 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 da ba bum. Walking. I've seen the meta of snow art is just drawing dicks everywhere, which is nice.
Hail.
Usually at the top, is it? Okay. Fair enough. Well, if you ever talk to them, tell them I appreciate it when it works. But here I'm overriding this lamp and it's pissing me off.
There's a shrine west of here. Bears a relic. I'm told it takes on your sin. Weighs you down, body and soul. Beats the hell out of you. It'll cleanse you. Prepare you to stand before the Father. I hope you don't have many regrets, friend. This kind of
This
thing
minor
is
stuff.
a lot deadlier for some than others.
Makes sense.
Watch out, alright? I'll find you at the end.
'Cause yeah, like, what else can you tell me?
Nothing good.
Oh.
Lost more than a few worthy soldiers to it. But it'll clean you up for Inarius. Rare honor for an outsider. If you can
You
call
just
it
walk in
that.
there, have no sins. It's like, and you're cleansed, you're good. Enjoy.
No. I'm not ready. Not by a long shot. Even if I could survive the trail, there's no telling what would happen in the end.
I see.
You, though, you have a solid chance.
Right.
I had my doubts. The priests were always going on about the return of Lilith. But now she's here, just like they said.
No disconnects so far today, and I had no cues, so I think they did fix it. They made a post saying that they finally fixed it, so I think it's been fixed. But yeah, like here, you can tell I'm the light source, and I override this light source. But there's no reason to, because this should be bright enough to light me up here. So like, some light sources you override, others you don't override, which is weird. It's touch and go on what light source you are and not overriding. And I'm assuming that's almost just checkboxes as to like brightness levels of things as to which one overrides what. Because if it's been coded for one lamp, it should be just figuring out which lamps aren't coded to be overwritten yet. Sort of? Okay. I'm sure it's more complicated than that, but just the fact that it works on one lamp means that that system is already in the game in some form is kind of what I'm getting at. Just gotta figure out how to slap it over to the other lamps. Like to be a sinner.
Hark, creature of darkness, for you have wandered beyond the reach of the light. Lift your sins, breathe deep the cold air. The path to redemption lies before you, if you have the faith to walk it.
Rebuilding every layout that includes. Oh, really? Oh, shit. Okay. Fair enough. Like. Oh, it got red. Deploying it might be a lot more work. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. That makes sense, yeah. It's very red. You get the updates for free. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Makes sense. Not having a waste lamp in a dungeon. Like I said. That's honestly, if they just baked the lamp into the character model, I would be so much happier with the way that the weird lighting works around the character. Minor change, but it would feel much better to me. Put the thing on the penance. That was the very terrifying.
Feel the sting of your wounds. Let the ice into your bones. Welcome your pain. For the agony of the flesh is the first cleansing of the soul. Make your faith stronger than any hurt.
Uh-huh. What now? Wait. Whee! Whee! Having fun while doing it? I definitely don't think that. You're not wrong getting fucked. Nice. Pop.
Look around at the mountains towering over you.
I can't.
Feel how small you are. Embrace humility. Accept your place in worship to the Father. For he has shown us the way.
Uh-huh. Shit's hard. I can imagine. What's with the red? Why do I turn the world red when I pick this up? Whee! I know I'm supposed to probably kill those goats, but I've got teleports, so fuck your goat. Do 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 do. Whee! As I play Lost Ark. Do 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 do. I bought a key for one of these. Was it worth it? No, no, it wasn't.
The end nears, pilgrim.
Look into yourself. Find your faith. Feel how it fills the void within you. Remember, you are nothing without faith. Hold fast to the light. And remember.
Cool. Let's try to understand the why of that mechanic. We're talking about the chest? Interesting to make lots of money, always have keys on you. I mean, yeah, instead of gambling, you just buy a stack of keys and bring it with you to open chest. I don't know why that it needs a key to open that. In my opinion, it doesn't entirely make sense, but what makes it different from a resplendent shrine? Other than is shrine or is chest? Don't know. Hello, Diego.
So, I like playing cards. Doesn't make me a sinner. But that bribe. Good soldiers died on account of what I did. Is that the kind of man I am? The kind I'll always be.
Probably.
Damn it. I'm praying. Why isn't this working? You made it. That makes one of us at least.
You heard from Prava.
I will, soon. But enough about that. You're about to meet Father Inarius himself.
Am I really gonna meet the
Not
angel?
everyone comes back, you know.
I doubt
You
it.
better. I owe you a stiff drink.
I highly doubt this is gonna actually go to plan. So upgrade my spark. Some dude in an angel costume? Yeah, kinda.
Not sure, but I've heard crazy rumors. Daft old monk, if the unlucky bastard still lives. Probably as cold in there as it is out here. It'll be ornate, that's for sure. Only the best for the one at the top.
Tyrael random ownership? I wouldn't be Tyrael at this point, not yet. They're gonna drop that bombshell at a further point. Alabaster Peak. We hear about Alabaster in the previous game, right? It's talked about by somebody. I mean, Alabaster? Yeah, I'm from One Piece, not that one. Oh, do I have to sneeze? No, okay, I don't. Maybe I do.
Kneel before him, and remember, you are small. Wonderfully small.
No. Why must I kneel?
No, it's not about kneeling. It's about wonder. Oh, the light itself, divinity itself, radiates from that room.
Huh?
Though my flesh is
Peace out,
cold
nukes.
and numb,
My spirit is warm with reverence. What can we do but kneel?
Butt kneel. Don't butt kneel.
And so he was, until the sweet poetry of the prophecy rang out. To divine its message, he pilgrimaged deep into Sanctuary's heart to meet... well, I shouldn't say.
What? No, you say that last part. To meet who?
It pains me to withhold the truth of his light, but I sense it in you, pilgrim. So I shall tell you. He went to speak with the first of his children, Rathma, the prophecy's true author. He emerged armed with sacred conviction. A holy
I wonder if the dog is Rathma.
at the center of the prophecy, to be won by his blade. He has meditated here for years and years ever since, readying to meet fate head on.
I wonder if that's who the dog is. How do you know so much?
How do you know the warmth of the sun, the love of your mother, the beauty
he could be a good boy.
of a song? His presence is infectious. It takes hold in the soul. We are a void without faith, an empty well. The pious fill their cups with prayer. Mine overflows with his light. So near, so pure. I am changed. I am nothing. I am better. Isn't it beautiful?
My man, you need some help. Not gonna lie. Good luck. Yeah, looks like all the other angels. What makes him special? The world of This world is a temporary one. We were born into sin, corrupted on sanctuary, and it's only through the good works of the Father we shall be lifted to the heavens above. Oh, that's bullshit. You know that dude is not on your side. We know that from dealing with the rest of the angels. That's not how this is gonna work. The following sickness claimed her childhood, but the Father gave her new life. The Reverend Mother Prava is but one of the many blessings. I see. Yeah, so far this sounds like a scam. I'm pretty sure this is not gonna work out. List somewhere, and it's honestly telling that they didn't get it to it. I mean, fair enough. The Father points the way to light, but the Order of the Knights Pennant was founded to carve out our path. Yeah, this is... I'm 100% sure this guy is not on our side. There's no way. No way this guy's on our side. Where's the Blizzard not have built that? True. Use the welcome emote near the doggo, you pet them? Oh, do you? Oh, okay. Okay.
This is how you choose to approach me.
Forgive this intrusion, but
Tell me what you need.
I must traverse the Black Lake, and that cannot be done without your blessing.
If I've learned anything during my time here, it is that what we're looking for and what we need are rarely the same thing. I once thought I could find an end to this war, but there has been no resolution, only more pain. Everything I've done has pulled me further from home, from the place I need to be. This world we made was born from the impossible, and yet, like its creators, it rots from the inside.
I don't... Lilith has entered the ancient city. With your blessing, I can pursue her.
Your kind are weak, and this world has been wasted on the crusades of the unworthy.
I can stop her.
Uh-huh.
This audience is concluded.
Well, you're fucking useless.
Back to Corvalar.
Uh-huh. This is in D4. Haven't seen that one yet? Oh. Well, there you go. So apparently you just straight up do meet him. Because he's standing up on a thing. Huh. He doesn't seem like he's all that willing to help. He said your kind, though. I wonder if he's talking about humans or Nephilims. Both? Yeah, maybe. Oh, do I gotta go all the way around? Me. Do. Non-conforming as can be. Wait, what was that? Oh. Neat. Did I put a point in teleport? That's not where I meant to put a point into. No, I'll put it in my first skill. Okay. Warp. Ugh. Well, the eyes around my candles on the ground. Let me go pick up my eye. Oh yeah, no, I just dropped that, you know, just on the merry way. Login spell. There's a lot of dead space, yeah. And not like the spooky kind, more so the walk from point A to point B kind. Do. Well built for a horse. Yeah, you definitely feel it in Act 1. We cannot do this yet.
Blessed are those who bask in the light. Let our faith be our armor against the encroaching darkness.
Uh-huh. Darkness. Making the world feel huge? Yeah, that's true. Also makes it feel empty.
Ah, you've returned. Come. Let us speak inside. Out of the cold.
Okay. Girl, I'm in like a tank top in the middle of a blizzard. And then the magical snowmobile. I know, right? What does the prophecy say?
From the Father's voice to my ears. A spear of light piercing hatred's heart. First Lilith, then the Primes. He will deliver us from the eternal conflict.
There's no fucking way. If he could have killed the Primes, he would have done so long ago.
Vigo and I had a good conversation when he returned. He will do his penance. Trust that he is in good hands.
I do not trust you one bit, thank you.
Penitence. In the heavens' eyes, creating humanity was a sin. They cast him down. Now he seeks redemption and the chance to go home. As prophesied, slaying Lilith is that chance. When he ascends, so shall we all.
Wait, they cast him down, but they let him be an angel? What?
Yet you stand before me unscathed. I know his ways. That is approval enough for me. In the name of the light, I bless you. May the light flow through you and keep you from corruption and sin. Our victory is prophesied in the heavens.
This whole place is gonna go to hellfire. Uh-huh. I've been blessed. I'm getting that vibe, yeah. I have a feeling that we are actually somehow helping Lilith by doing what we're doing. I'm almost guaranteed that we are helping Inarius help Lilith to somehow take on the heavens and hell itself or something. I'm yeah. Like there's no way we are helping the good guys right now. Why would that be? Yeah, it feels clichéic. That can't be. It is I, the smart one. I must know all. Yeah, you really never are helping the good guys. Which begs the question, why the f is my character doing any of this stuff? Can I go back to the doggo and be like, yo bro, what do I need to do? Because you seem to know what's going up. I would right now trust a demonic talking doggy more than I would trust this, like, whole weird cult thing going on here. Okay. Dude, there is so much. Inadvertently, yeah. In D2, well, in D2, you're tracing its pathways and you open up like walkways and stuff. But that, I think D2 does it better, maybe because there's less storytelling or there's more like vagueness to it, where you don't instantly realize you're helping the bad guy. This is a little in your face feeling. And yeah, after you overtake them, right? Nothing new in an RPG, true. But this one's like, this is so heavy-fisted with the what we've seen in the world and the stuff so far. You're like, yep, these guys can't be trusted. Like, I am 100% sure Vigo is dead. Or in the process of dying as repentance for letting his fellow men die. Billions of little orbs. Yeah, I'm just using them for mana generation. They're good for mana regen. It was scary. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm not actually spec'ing to like damage over time, which is what they do. I'm just spec'ing to using them as mana, because it makes me able to spam my skill more often. Hello.
More strangers in the camp.
Yep. That's me. I'm a stranger. Zap, 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 zap. Okay. Really fast pause. This fight just did not ramp at all. Didn't have the DPS. Oh, really?
I'll explain on the way.
Let's go! Thanks, yeah. I'm definitely the most stranger-looking stranger they've seen. This was a year ago? Right. I mean, I'm sitting around face-tanking shit, not even paying attention to the game, so yeah, no, I'm not really exactly having any problems. RL2? Indeed. That's how I go through life. Running around, slapping my face everywhere. Checking it with the old face check.
The description of the ritual was difficult to understand.
Uh-huh.
And the notes weren't much better. I think I know how to talk with my mother again.
Okay. Good for you. Just going anywhere, slapping the face in there. Do-do-do. Hey, look, your corpse, your mom's corpse is still here.
The breeze coming from the Black Lake. Do you feel it? Let's hurry.
No, I don't feel shit. Hello. Yep. I'm sure she's happy about this.
Mother, please, can you hear me?
My little magpie, it's you.
I can save you from this, Mother. I promise. I can learn how to...
Stop. I can't be saved from my own mistakes.
Uh-huh.
This body is only a husk. My spirit must pass on. And you must let me go.
Mother, no. I need you.
You need to move on, Magpie, without me. But I can help you one last time before I go.
Uh-huh.
You have the divine blessing. Your blood is the necessary key.
Right. I could have figured that part out. Whee! Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Neira, you were so loved.
That's hard to watch. Oh, the hand cutting thing? Ah. It's so cliche from all the movies and stuff they use it nowadays.
Neyrel. The way is open. We have to go. But... do you think Lilith is even still here? It's been so long. I'm afraid she's won this one.
Uh-huh.
Besides, I have to... take care of my mother.
Yep.
But it's not over yet. Not for you. Lilith was after Rosma. Find him. Learn why. I'll be back at the vault. Alright?
Right, okay, cool. Sounds good. Will do. Let's go!
This place is full of Lilith's hatred.
Is it? I see. No one did the cleaning up, I guess. It'd be very cool to walk on that bridge. Yes. We just kind of like click on it, which is kind of sad.
You are the last visitor to my sanctum. Though, you come too late, just as Lilith did before you.
I see.
For it was my father, Inarius, who arrived here first. It unfolded as my visions foretold. How we hurtle towards the prophecy's end.
Uh-huh. Thanks for the tidbit. There's a lot of wiggly things going on. Oh, that's what they meant by her hatred. It's filled with mobs. Zap, 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 zap.
It started in dreams. I saw shattered images of the end of Sanctuary.
Huh?
The scales of a great serpent carried these visions. And so I went to visit him. My and the serpent's thoughts met, and the fragmented future was mended together. I put it down in order, and the prophecy was born.
Right. So, wait. Is your Munger, the world serpent, part of this lore?
I need to destroy the tumors to go any further.
Ew. Why is... Okay. This place looks lovely. A real Sunday walk in the park. You're gonna try Lost Ark, yeah, don't you know? Don't know, if ever. Not really my type of game. If this is like Lost Ark, well, yeah. I don't think I need to play Lost Ark. You're playing it now? That's what I'm saying, yeah. This is that, then I don't need to play more of that. On a different reskin. I can get enough from this reskin. I at least like the aesthetic of this one. Walking through what appears to be intestines. Has more depth than this, does it? I will say the asset reuse is getting very noticeable now.
The prophecy became my burden. There were others that knew. Ones that couldn't understand the nature of such a thing. I knew Inarius would be driven to interfere, believing that it was about him. He saw himself as a savior, piercing hatred's heart in hell.
Rozumiem. Feel like asset reuse. Yeah, the layouts of like dungeons and stuff, you like this staircase here, this one is like, I've seen this one like 10 times now, this thing where it's like comes up to here and there's nothing here and then you go around it. I've seen this exact same turn corridor thing like 800 times. Also, is there no passive health regen? I just realized that. I guess I just don't have any. Probably demon, yeah. Pick up more life orbs? Yeah, I guess so. Feels better than bow. I mean, for people that are not looking for an ARPG, yeah, I'm sure it does feel better because it is. Does it feel better than bow? As someone who's looking for an ARPG? No. Of course not.
So I locked the gates to hell. It was only a matter of time before Inarius would discover what I'd done and come demanding the key.
Like moving all that stuff? Movement feels pretty crisp. I will say that. Movement feels good. You definitely don't want to have anything on left click. It looks better graphically, yes. Movement feels tight. I will say that there is a little bit of like weird oddity with the way that the movement skills feel. Like these, they're not as responsive because they have the cast delay and the cast like thing. Poe feels better when you're doing that, and also their timings are off. So like on boss fights, if you use it when you're supposed to evade, when the next time the boss comes in, it won't be off cooldown because it has like the attack has a 4-second cooldown and the evade has a 5-second cooldown. So they definitely need to work on like stuff like that to make it feel good. It's about the same. Probably, yeah, the new generation stuff in Poe looks pretty good, no doubt. Like character models and stuff right now in Poe are shit in comparison to this. That I can't say is not the case. Head in the list and get it fixed.
You refuse to give me the key. You stand in the way of the Savior. The holy blood in your veins should be boiling.
Nothing you do will change the future I saw.
I create my own destiny. And this prophecy of yours is just a small part of it. It is wider, beyond comprehension of ungrateful spawns like yourself.
Uh-huh. Well then, Fraser. Yeah, I'm not, like, once again, I'm not saying that this is a bad game. Like, I'm definitely not saying that. I'm saying, like I said in my reply to Lily's post, it's buttered toast, right? Like, buttered toast is delicious. You can have some real damn good bread, put some butter on it, and it's gonna be delicious. But would I rather have a sandwich with all the fixings? Of course I would. So it's like, it's good, it's just not, it's aesthetically pleasing, the world feels pretty cool, the music's good, and other than that, yeah, things are playable and they're fine, but I feel like the skill tree is anemic, character customization is pretty bland, and from what I'm seeing so far, there's not too much to it. That might change with, you know, seeing uniques and all that stuff and seeing what the Paragon system comes out, but if you're comparing it to like Epoch, Grim Dawn, Path of Exile in terms of like what you can do with builds, This is not that. This is not an action RPG. This is Guild Wars 2/Last Ark with a Diablo skin. That's what this is. This is Guild Wars of Diablo in the Ark, right? That's what this skill is. That's what this game is. Which, I mean, it might, you know, get there, but it is not a
All you must understand
ARPG.
is once I am victorious in hell, the high heavens will welcome me home, where I belong.
Diablo.
I wish it would be true, Father.
We don't know, Anus. Nobody knows the change of skills and build. I hope so, Demon, but I don't know. No one was able to link me anything that's actually shown the Paragon tree. I keep hearing from other people that the Paragon tree is something unique, but I have not seen any example of that making, like, I have not seen anything that shows me that I can make my Hydra shoot lightning. You know, as a basic example. There's the online thing. Right, but I'm saying, like, official things, then that you know, something that I can look at like this. It's probably NDA. I'm not gonna open it on stream, but
curse this place. I'm being followed.
I don't know. Once we see the full thing come June, I'll reserve my judgment from there. I'm worried about not seeing it yet. I'm judging now. That the closed beta NDA is lifted. Does the closed beta NDA have the Paragon tree in it? But I mean, yeah. It's you know, I am not advocating for anyone to do this, but if, you know, if you should really try to avoid accidentally finding the Paragon tree and making assessments from there, that would be horrible. Llama's video? I didn't watch Llama's videos yet. No.
Outsider! Beyond this chamber, there's nothing but death and mourning. How fitting it shall
That was the thing?
your
Okay.
grave.
God, I hate this black whip shit. Okay. Uh-huh. Dawn Constellation? Does it? Okay. So maybe there is more to it then. That's good. It's not a bad thing, no. I like Grim Dawn system. Honestly, the more I play this, more I'm like, maybe I should just run Blizzard and stack Blizzard on things. Oh, you can't hit him when he's doing that. Oh, I see. use a health buff that entire fight. Neat. Hello, Knight Penitent. What am I doing? Oh.
Vigo, who did this?
I have done all that was asked. The pain is gone now.
Huh?
This was a just punishment. A stronger man would have refused Venard's bribe. Nerel. Nerel, is she safe?
Yes, she is safe.
Our meeting is no coincidence. I came here to help.
Well, you're useless now, you're dead.
This to her for me. I should never have taken it. It's so dark. I have repented. Do you think I was too late?
No, not too late. The light has come to carry you home. Do you not see it, friend?
Yes. Yes.
Uh-huh.
I see it now. They have come.
I'll just run into him again when he's dead. Loot!
You didn't need that armor to prove your worth, friend.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's kind of useless. Why kill him? While enemies are affected by more damage over time than their total life, deal 35% increased damage over time. I got so much damage over time stuff. You deal increased damage to vulnerable enemies while you have a barrier. When you're not healthy, you summon a magic bubble. I already got that. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do shift. There you go. You gotta hold shift down. I guess it's stronger than the one I'm wearing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Golfing's charge, bolt, fireball, lucky crits, crit chance. That's stronger than what I'm wearing. Yeah, I haven't seen any like conversion mechanics or anything like that in the affixes. They're very much like crit, stats, damage. That's definitely something.
Give me the key to hell. I will not ask again.
Uh-huh.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
I saw a vision of the key lifted from my corpse, under the watchful eyes of the great serpent in my sanctum. If you are chosen as you say, it will come to pass.
Yeah, I figured, Arcane. We're not gonna get like additional strikes and conversions and stuff like that in this game. Like, it's just gonna be the base number. You look for crit multi, int and maybe vit, and that's all there is gonna be to it.
It's too quiet. Where is she?
Open to see more? Yeah. No, it's like I said, we're not getting that stuff. As a Poe player, yeah, but it doesn't. Like, you know, as we talked about many times,
him?
it doesn't sell to the masses. Okay. Whee! At least the cutscene's in a 60 FPS. He's already dead.
I don't know if you would have chosen to stand beside me in this new world, Rathma. But I would have saved your place, just the same.
He's emo as fuck.
And now, all that you might have been has been stolen from me. Stolen.
Oh. Oh. It's a hell key, isn't it?
This key unlocks more than the doors of hell. It unlocks our path to the future. A future made possible because of the price you paid.
Okay. So, Inarius came
Your
down.
sacrifice will not have been in vain.
Inarius came down, killed his own son. And then killed the connection.